Hey guys, so it's your boy Marcus right here coming to you to your screen, and that sounded weird. um, New setting. You'll probably see cats come in and out. Um, just because. Proceed. Hi bud. Hi buddy. Hi bud. So. I look like shit. So you're welcome for the shitty lighting, the shitty quality, but also, like, do you see this background? Like, can't get it even, but, like, there you go. As you can see, I'm stalling and I'm avoiding what I really want to talk about at all costs, but I know that I need to talk about it. That's why I did this channel. That's why I started opening myself up. It was because it was a way for me to express how I feel internally. Everything that I just bottle up, I can say to a camera. And it's so much harder to say to an actual human being. Like, physically. And it's easier to talk to you guys. You know, I also put myself out there like this because there's not a lot of people out there that will give you their worst. They'll give you their best, but they won't tell you, they won't show you the other side. So you never know. I admire those people. I am not one of those people. I sometimes think it was a mistake to put everything on here, which is why I have been distant lately. By lately, I mean the 2020. But I just, yeah, I need to express some things. And to whoever watches this, if you get offended or triggered by anything in this, I apologize. I'm not really sure where my brain is at, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be talking about. But as always, I'll do a trigger warning of self-harm, and just curse words because it's who I am. And a little bit of sadness. So if you're triggered by that, please go watch a cat video. Yeah. So, alright. Now that that's done, my tattoo's healing well. I actually had an itch. I wasn't just trying to be cool. It itches more now than it has in the past few weeks, which is odd, but what am I gonna do? Anyways, so, stalling. Good at that. So you guys know that July is a rough month because it leads up to August. For me, it's a rough month for me because it leads right up to my birthday, and you guys know that I hate my birthday. Like, I may tell people I love it, and I mean, there's a small part of me that does like the family aspect of my birthday. Growing up, you know, me and my great-grandfather, Gramp, on my mom's side, you know, my mom's family, like, we would all get together at my great-grandparents' house or my Uncle Matt's and my Uncle Matt and Aunt Lori's, and we would celebrate my birthday and my great-grandfather's birthday, and his birthday is August 7th. My birthday's the 5th. So, within the past couple of years since he passed, That's been hard because there's no celebration for both of us. And, I was an only child, so it's not like I could share with my siblings. I shared my birthday with my great-grandfather, who was and still is very important to me. So that's hard. This year's the first year without my Uncle Matt. And I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I'm trying not to think about it, which doesn't always end well. He would always try and make my birthdays good and happy, and we would joke around when I got older, because I don't like regular cake, and we would joke around that he'd just get me regular cake because it was easier. He was just gonna bake me a regular cake, and he always came home. He always came back with an ice cream cake because it's like the only cake I'll eat. And so it's hard because I'm not gonna get a card, I'm not gonna get a call, a text, I'm not gonna see him. No one's gonna see. But I want him to know that, I've made it. I made it till I'm 18. I'm not 18 yet, but I'm getting there, okay? Another hard part, about my birthday is the last birthday that I had with my dad, that he was there, was my 5th birthday. And, I don't know, 13 years later, supposedly he's going to be here. He's taking time off of work for 2 days. He's gonna be in my area for my birthday, on my birthday, and then he leaves. So nothing unusual with that. That's what he did 13 years ago. It doesn't surprise me. But at least I get to see him. And I know, this is the first year that I am working. This is a second birthday that I've had since I turned 15 that I've had on my birthday. And when I was working at Maine People's Alliance, I had my birthday while I was working. Like, I worked on my birthday, and it took a toll on my work. It took a toll on me too, but it reflected in my work. And with canvassing, that's not really good. With any customer service or literally any job. Unless you have to be a robot, with any job, it's kind of shitty. And I ended up in a psych ward a few weeks later. And I pushed myself too hard. And I don't know if I pushed myself too hard, but I know that I pushed myself to a limit that I couldn't accept. I pushed myself too far. And I've been trying to do that every year, so I can get better. And I want to work on my birthday this year because not only do I like my job, but I like the people I work with for the most part. And, you know, just the environment makes me feel less alone. Okay, maybe not the environment, maybe like a few people in the environment make me feel less alone. Whether they know that or not, I don't fucking know, don't fucking care. So for the past month, I have been trying to figure out how I'm going to visit with my dad and also work on my birthday. And finally, I sat myself down, and I'm still debating it, but there are things that I want to do this year, that I am going to do, that I can afford to do this year, that I'm legally able to do this year. And that might require some time off. I don't know how I feel about it. I want to take my aunt's birthday off because it's the 1st of August. So she's representing the Leos. Sort of. And so for the past couple of years, I've been there for her birthday. And I kind of don't want that to change. We always go to the beach or something. We sit around and we be ourselves. And I'm not good with showing affection with my aunt. I don't know if that's the right word. But she knows that I care about her, and I know that she cares about me in her own odd little way. And same goes for me. So I'm thinking I want to take the 1st off, which is a Saturday, which is iffy for me because of work stuff. So I don't know about that. I don't want to put anybody in a bad position. And so I worry about that. I'm worrying about that. But I know that I really, really, really want to take the 5th, at least the August 5th off. And I'm thinking of taking August 6th as well, or requesting it off, asking for it. Because, you know, my dad's here and he leaves early the 6th. And, you know, I have some things that I want to do when I'm 18, you know. I've been trying to get insurance for the past year and a half, and I could go down to the family services place and apply for insurance. You know, on my birthday, I want to maybe test for my license. We'll see. But I also want to... This is hard for me to explain. I want to get a cover-up tattoo. Now, I have self-harm marks. Pretty much most of my body. Most of it's covered. My forearms are the biggest place that I have issues with my self-harm marks. And so I have been saying for a while that I want to get a cover-up tattoo. So whether it goes against policy or whatever, I don't care. You know, they can fire me, whatever. They can make me cover it up with fucking makeup. I don't fucking care. But I am going to get a cover-up tattoo, at least to here. if not longer. I want to ideally go to my elbow, so a half sleeve, and cover up these marks. I can see them, and I see them every day, and sometimes I look at it and I'm in the wrong headspace, and it just is bad. And lately it's been like that, and it's not been good, okay? So between testing for my license and getting another tattoo, that's what I really want to do. Now, it doesn't seem like much of a priority, much of a thing to take a day off for, but for me, turning 18 is a milestone, like a complete milestone. For those of you who know me or who have been following me throughout the past 4 or 5 years, you know that 4 or 5 years ago, even a year and a half ago, I didn't think that I'd make it to 18. I didn't think I'd make it to 16 either. Every year on my birthday it surprises me, but when it's as big as a milestone as 18 years old, when I am officially able to be my own person without having parental consent from somebody who's not so good for me, and then somebody who's barely even in state. You know, I can get all my medications on my own, and like, I don't have to go to the doctor and have to go through all these hoops because I'm under the age and I don't have a parent. You know, I can just go, and that's the most important part for me. And just, yeah, so, I don't know, I'm really anxious, and I just don't know what to do, and I don't want to put anybody in a bad position, and I think that's where my issue lies, is that how can I take 2 to 3 days off within a 2-week period without putting somebody in a bad position. I'm gonna put my time in within the next week, within the next few days. So, I don't know. Yeah, so, yeah, I didn't cover all the bases I wanted to, but here we go. Peace, love, and happiness. Stay true, stay you, and never forget that you're never alone.